Captain quietly poured 30-year-old Macallan whiskey into his orange juice, and no one among the 100-plus passengers on the plane noticed. He skillfully disposed of the bottle, took a sip of the spiked orange juice, and then returned to the cockpit to sleep soundly. This impressive maneuver left the new co-pilot stunned. However, the chief flight attendant remained calm, saying she was already used to such things. Fortunately, the plane was very smooth all the way, but when it was ready to land, the plane's elevator malfunctioned, and the passengers panicked at the violent bumps. Everyone was terrified, except for the captain who had just woken up and remained calm. He had the flight attendants tell the passengers to fasten their seatbelts, then quickly took control of the plane. But he soon realized the plane had lost control and began to plummet straight down. The captain urgently instructed the co-pilot to pull the nose up, but no matter what they tried, they couldn't get the plane to climb. He immediately notified the tower and declared a state of emergency. In order to slow the plane's descent, the captain unloaded fuel to reduce the weight of the plane. Then, he ordered the co-pilot to lower the landing gear and prepare for an emergency landing. However, the plane continued to plummet straight down, making a successful landing almost impossible. While the captain was trying to figure out what to do, the luggage racks in the cabin suddenly opened. A flight attendant rushed over to close it, but a sudden jolt knocked her unconscious. The plane continued to descend, and the buildings on the ground were now clearly visible, with the plane heading straight for a densely populated area. In order to avoid the crowd, the captain made a bold decision. He quickly reversed the direction of the plane, let the plane gradually tilt. Incredibly, the captain wanted the plane to fly upside down. With the co-pilot and flight attendants working together, the plane successfully flipped over and stopped its descent. At that moment, a young boy who wasn't wearing his seatbelt fell from his seat, and a flight attendant rushed to help. She carried the boy back to his seat, but after securing his seatbelt, she tragically fell herself. The crisis was not yet over. Although the plane had stopped falling, there was no fuel left to fly to the airport. With engine failure also adding to the problems, the captain made a quick decision to land in a nearby open field. Ahead was a church, with a crowd gathered below for a ceremony that seemed like a prayer for their death. As the plane was about to crash into the church, the captain desperately tried to maneuver, but the wings still collided with the building. "This is bad.